Hello everyone and welcome back to Tech Talk Dad. Now guys, we are continuing on the same theme of saving old technology, and we are back with this old 2012 iPad mini first generation. Now we've spoken a lot about this iPad on the channel and we've done a lot with it so far. So if you missed those videos and you want to follow what we've done so far, then go back and follow it through the playlists of unsupported iPads and Apple products. Now, today's video, we are going to specify more on students. Now, a lot of you have these old iPads laying around, and we all used them back when we were younger, note taking, watching videos, whatever it may be. And you may have a teenager getting to the stage now where they are going to be coming to lecturing time, universities, college, whatever it may be. We start to buy new iPads, new laptops, and it gets very, very, very expensive. So in today's video, we're going to go back. Can these old iPads still be used to this day and age for students? And the short answer is yes, and very, very well. I'm not talking about replacing your laptops, but going into completely into a lecture and carrying a massive laptop bag when all you need to make notes on is something like this. And I'm going to go through today the apps that I am using and the ones that I found that are working on these old iPads, and the best ones as well, and the best accessories to use as well. Because sometimes, obviously, when you're on here and you're typing away on these virtual keyboards, it's not the same. It's not the same as a normal keyboard. So we'll go back and have a look how we can improve that experience for you. Now, first things first, we're going to look at the actual applications themselves, because that is going to be one of the most important things in this series, because a lot of old applications have started becoming unusable on these old unsupported iPads. And there's one in particular that has stood out to me, which I think will be extremely useful for note taking, etc., away from the normal notes as such and typing. And this will do everything from note taking, and you can transfer it and write it up and read from it later on your laptop or wherever it may be on a bigger screen. So, first things first, let's have a look at that application. The application itself, you can see, is right here. It is called Notability. Now, officially, the app is unsupported, and you won't be able to just go and download it straight from the App Store if you haven't already purchased it somewhere else. What you will need to do is purchase it on a newer device, and then you will go into your normal App Store, go into the purchase tab as it appears at the bottom here, and you will just then download it from this screen here. It's right there, which I've downloaded. And as you can probably see, I have tried a number of them on here, and this has been the best one that I have found. So I've been testing them out to see what is going to give us the best experience. And what I wanted to try and do is something where we're not going to be able to just type all the time. And this is, we're going to take away from the laptop experience, because laptops, when you type in notes, sometimes paper is king and type it, writing down notes, etc. But when you're carrying your laptop, your books, notepads, it just gets way too much. So I think the main aspect is that you need something like this that is going to be versatile and also able to use notes like paper. And this app is what is going to bring it. So if we go into Notability, and we're going to come into now one of the first, I guess, accessories that I would probably recommend you getting. So let's firstly open a new note, and we'll talk about the app firstly. So you can see here along the top, you have a text option, which will bring up the virtual keyboard when you actually type it. You have a pen option, so you can draw like this. And obviously, drawing with your finger is not going to be ideal. So that's why I suggest that you get yourself one of these. Now, I did a video on these about a year ago, and it's still going strong. Now, these are almost like third-party Apple pencils. So you can see here, they look very, very similar. The weight of them, they feel good. But the difference is this iPad, of course, has no compatibility whatsoever with an Apple Pencil, but it would work with a normal stylus. And the way that these new pens work is, if you have a look here, is the nib looks like an Apple Pencil. It's not rubbery, it's not that silly foam stuff, but it just works. So you can draw straight on here. So if I was to draw on here, it works. Writing works. You can also, if you double tap that, you can change the coloring of the drawing, the pencil size. So if you wanted something in quite bold as a title, and you just come off of here, accidentally type the thing, there you go. And you can go through and select. Now, this was I believe it was actually a TeamU special at the time. I bulk bought a load of stuff and reviewed a load of TeamU items at the time, and one of the specific videos was Apple Pencil. So I have a few others, some which were compatible as well, that were meant to mimic the Apple Pencil completely. So they weren't like normal styluses, and this particular one acted like a normal stylus. You can actually use this on Android tablets and all of the iPads, and it will actually still work on the Apple Pencil ones as well. It doesn't even require any connectivity to Bluetooth. You turn it on and it will work. You just obviously make sure you type the pencil first, but it will work. Now, with this app, and the reason I like this application is because you have all of this ability. You can go through pages. You can then, for example, let's say that we go on here and we have a title, and let's just say octopus. Okay, we're going to do learning about octopuses. Now, the thing is when you come into here and you do that, so as I said, you can select your size of your pencil. So if you needed it to be a little bit of a thinner nib, you could do it, and you could do that for some scribbling. And then you wanted to add a picture in, you can go in here, you could download a photo of an octopus, you can add your photo. Let's say you wanted to do some annotation, you wanted to make it a little bit different, you can add a sticky note in there. You could do it as a typing sticky note, you could do it as a blank sticky note, so it will come in here, you can resize it. Up here, you can move it around, you can add captions to it, and you can then also write straight onto this as well. And it just makes it a little bit more interesting when you're note taking. Now, let's say that this is all well and good, you're doing that, and you wanted to look at a little bit neater, smarter. Now, you do have the text option. So if you were to type in here, it'd bring up the virtual keyboard right here. But this is where this comes in. This is a foldable keyboard, and it wasn't that expensive on Amazon. You can connect it to free Bluetooth devices. So something like this is something that I would recommend. It has 4 keys. It actually feels pretty nice to type on. So there. Now let's say that you're in the middle of a lecture, or you've just finished a lecture and you wanted to do a little bit of research while you're doing it. Then you could just jump over to Safari. Okay, I've already gone to Google and started typing, where do octopuses live? And you can find all information on that as well. You could probably then get some images for your annotating, and you could find pictures of octopuses, screenshot them, do whatever you need to do, and then you can actually transfer them straight in to this document from your pictures. And look, guys, I'm not saying this is going to be your all-in-one machine for doing your coursework, but for simple note-taking in lectures and capturing everything you need to do by scribbling, so you're not carrying 101 pieces of paper, a huge laptop, into the actual lecture itself. You just take this in your bag with a fold-up keyboard and your pencil. You can do all your note-taking, you can annotate it, you can do all sorts from here. Do all the typing that you need to do, and there you go, guys. So yes, these older iPads are suitable for students going to lectures in 2026. These old iPads do not need to be thrown away. They are perfectly still usable. And it could go even further, because this one is jailbroken. So there are apps on there which I could use to download newer apps as well to be able to use on this iPad. And we've gone back and we've obviously, I got the YouTube app working again through the jailbreak. In the last video, we did that. It could be your small student writing media machine for lectures, where you can then take it back and do all your write-ups or whatever you need to do on your laptop from that point. You can also download PDFs and upload PDFs onto here as well for research and doing research as a side-by-side. So when you are typing up on your laptop, instead of switching between all of these systems, you just have this sat next to your laptop. You can type it straight up onto here into important coursework and PDFs, research, do research on this and type it straight on to that laptop as well. Don't buy new iPads when you don't need to. Keep the ones that we've got alive. Guys, if you have any more applications that could help in this process, then do leave comments down below and let us know, what do you do with your iPads? Do you still use yours? Let us know. Is there anything else that you want me to do research on, you want to see for any use cases whatsoever? In one of the next videos, I'm going to be doing a soundboard for your PC for streaming. I found an application that still works, and you can use these iPads to record and download sound to play on your streams. So we're going to go through that in the next one. But guys, if you are enjoying these, then do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and go check out the merchandise. The Tech Talk Dad collection is there for you to go and grab. And if you want to support the channel even further, then do consider being a member and you get early access to these videos. But we are not finished with these just yet. More ideas coming out in next videos. And I will catch everyone in the next one.